I could go to dinner. I could get a snack, go in the shower, come back an hour later, and 6, 7, 8 of these cards have sold. That is the power that we are seeing in the collector market. We are seeing unprecedented amount of sales data, an unprecedented demand.
In a world full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, grading, selling, buying, one card game remains supreme. One man has the insights you need to know. Watch and subscribe now. YugiohTube.
What's up, YouTube? YugiohTube here, and what have we seen in the past week or two with Lost Art? This video is going to discuss Lost Art, the promotion LART. Go Google it, go on eBay and search LART if you're not sure what it is. And my goodness, have we seen some crazy stuff, and kudos to Konami for doing this. We are seeing unprecedented territory, unprecedented demand and interest for current Yu-Gi-Oh promo cards. So this video is going to discuss everything about those cards, the latest hit, aka the Dark Magician Girl alternate artwork card, what I think as these continue to be in demand, and what I think is going to really happen. Are they going to rise? Are they going to fall? Are they going to plateau? Is it worth even buying to invest? Is it worth buying to collect? And also the grading difficulty when it comes to Lost Art cards. So let's start. What is Lost Art? Lost Art was a promotion made by Konami probably, 1 to 2 years ago, starting with Monster Reborn, then moving on to the 5 Exodia pieces. And what they were old Japanese OCG artworks that were then made available to the US in English. And a lot of these long-awaited artworks, the first time ever in English. There has been no signs of reprinting. They are available for 1 month of the year, given to hobby stores and hobby shops around the United States, and I believe Canada as well. And also, of course, in Europe too. What are these cards and the values of these cards? We have seen Monster Reborn skyrocket. We have seen a lot of the Exodia pieces start to go up. But long story short, you spend $30 in product at the store. You get a free Lost Art promo card from that month while supplies last. We also noticed with these cards, a lot of shops were not given a ton of these. A lot of the supply was kind of, once they ran out, and that's kind of it. So again, kudos to Konami for catering to the collector market, giving them the artworks that they want, and in addition to that, limiting it and only making it available for 1 month while supplies last. Very interesting that a lot of the cards, most of them are within the $5 to $10 range. Again, not a bad little bonus when you spend $30 at the shop. Some of them, like Monster Reborn now, are hitting $60 a pop. Some of them, like Exodia, about $30 a pop. Some of them, like Dark Magician Girl, the one that was just released, $60 a pop on release. My goodness. So what about these cards? Dark Magician Girl is an interesting one, and it really shows the power of the collector's market. You know why? Because this is a card, you see in the metagame, you see when there's a new product out with current cards, it may look aesthetically pleasing. It may refer to a Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, or other old school monster. But this Dark Magician Girl is exactly what it states. A Dark Magician Girl. The effect is the same. The art is different. People are enamored with Dark Magician Girl. People love the sexiness of Dark Magician Girl. Why is injection fairly so high? Well, yeah, because it's very hard to grade and the centering was horrific. But also because it's got the sexiness factor. Why are so many Harpy Lady cards more expensive as well? Same kind of reason. And we look at this card and we say, okay, this $60 is based on strictly collector demand. Because those who want to play with the card can simply buy a Dark Magician Girl for 10 cents on eBay or TCG Player. So a new card that just came out, not meta related, hitting $60 on the resale market for something you just get for free when you spend $30 at a store. My goodness. It shows the power of this collector market. My goodness, Konami's taking a look at this and saying, yeah, we hit a home run here. My goodness, Konami is taking a look and saying, we should have catered to collectors more often. And again, this was referenced in other videos. Konami always put Asia first. A lot of the Japanese exclusives, great. Wonderful. Ghost rares, always available in Japan, always in a new set, most of the time. And in the US, in Canada, North America, ghost rares are gone. They were discontinued. Rumor is, with the Merrick Pack, that they will be back in the form of Ra. A ghost rare winged dragon of Ra. We have yet to see if that's true. That is a rumor at this point. If it's true, it will go bananas. People will go nuts. It could be anything. But when they make it a god card, even better, right? So, what we are seeing here is unprecedented demand I don't think I've ever seen. I look on eBay, okay? Someone lists a Dark Magician Girl. It's got 300 views in the first few hours. When have we seen a point in time when collectors care this much about a current 2020 card? And that is wonderful to see. I could go to dinner. I could get a snack, go in the shower, come back an hour later, and 6, 7, 8 of these cards have sold. That is the power that we are seeing in the collector market. We are seeing unprecedented amount of sales data, an unprecedented demand. And if it's up to me, and again, this is just my opinion, so do as you will. I'm not responsible for anything you do not do. This is just one man's opinion on the internet. I think the future's bright. I really, really do. Is there a chance that Konami goes and puts the old school, the Lost Art Monster Reborn artwork in packs as a rare and common and reprints it to oblivion? Yeah. I mean, and you'll always have the Lost Art as the original one, which is a strong point. But there is also a chance that they do, because that is Konami. What we have learned over the years is you can't trust Konami, ever, with anything. But it seems like the whole purpose of this promotion, of this Lost Art promo, was limited artwork, collector-based, rare, only available for a month while supplies last. And what Konami has been doing outwardly is single-handedly stating in their video, I think it was Rising Rampage was the first set of the Starlight Prismatic Rares. They said, wow, this is about as double the rarity of a ghost rare. Let me get a sleeve. If you look at the promotional video for Rising Rampage, when they introduced the Starlight Rare and the Prismatic Rare, whatever you want to call it, Konami noted that, wow, I better get this into a sleeve and top loader. Collectors will love this. Right there is what started the Starlight Prismatic Rarity. Lost Art came before that. And Lost Art really was kind of the start of this whole, okay, Konami, let's go to our meeting and let's say, hey, you know, we could boost our profits and get folks interested in these cards if we cater to the collector market. Because now you got collectors back in the day going into shops, looking at newer product, enticing with newer product. 10,000 dragon potential, $1,000, $1,500 card in a new set. Only 10,000 produced. And the market has responded fantastically. So what I'm saying is, they are trying to lure more old school collectors into the new stuff, and I think it's working. And I think we will see more and more and more of it. And I think Dark Magician Girl, we have seen the power and demand of this. And again, I've never seen a current card with this kind of demand out of the gate. With hundreds of views per hour, it's just been unbelievable. Hundreds of sales in the first few days online for a free promotional card that has nothing to do with playability. So, add in the fact that these cards are very difficult to grade, extremely difficult to grade, coming out of the cellophane or whatever, the wrap, there might be stains, there's a ton of scratches on the cards, sometimes they might get dinged in the mail, whatever it might be. coming right to the shop, these cards are not PSA 10 gem mint worthy. Most of them. So if you do find a 10, if you do even get a 9, I'd say a 9 for these cards are fantastic. That increases the demand even more. When you have cards that are that difficult to grade, unlike a 10,000 Dragon, for example, which should be 10s most of the time, when you have a card that was poorly printed, we have seen it. We see it in Pokemon with the Neo sets. We see it in Yu-Gi-Oh! With LOD with the poor centering. When you get a card that's a collector-oriented card, that's very difficult to grade, there's so much chase, there's so much desire to get the best of the best, that PSA 10s of a Dark Magician Girl would be through the roof from Lost Art. There's no question. I don't think there's any PSA 10 Monster Reborns. There might be a few 9s. I'm not even 100% sure of that. But the majority are 8s or lower, from what I understand. I could be wrong in that. I've got to check the pop report. What do you guys think? I think that we'll be looking at this and saying, wow, $60. Wow. A lot of money right now. But you look at this a year later, barring no reprint of this, and I think we're going to see 3 figures. I think it's going to be 100 plus, my opinion. Now, will Konami, is there a chance Konami floods out more in this month? Absolutely. But I think once that initial wave is over and we move on to the next one, I think it's a great opportunity to see what happens here. But I think it's favorable. And I think the cards, the Lost Art cards that are $5 to $10, that's the cost of a pack. For a card that is an alternate art, yes, the demand might not be as high, but let's be honest, $5 to $10 for one of these limited cards that was only available for a month. Pretty good buy there, too. So I like the investment potential of Lost Art. I really, really do. And I like the fact that they're very difficult to grade as well, because it adds that chase dimension that collectors really want, and that rarity that collectors really, really enjoy. What do you guys think? Comment below. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think these things will plummet? Do you think Konami will reprint them, put them in sets, whatever it might be? Till next time, Yu-Gi-Oh! Tube. Hope you enjoyed. Signing out.